University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello, tonight's match is between two colleges so encrusted with venerability that their combined age is 1,451. As usual in this stage of the competition, they're playing for a place in the second round, or failing that, a place in the playoffs for the four losing teams with the highest scores. Series champions in 2017, Balliol College, Oxford, was established in 1263 by John de Balliol, councillor to Henry III, when its intake was a mere 16 students. Now that stands at around 700, who in the past have included the economist Adam Smith, the Labour heavyweight Dennis Healey, the scientist Richard Dawkins, and the writer and polemicist Christopher Hitchens. 4 prime ministers went there too, Asquith, Macmillan and Heath, as well as the current incumbent, with an average age of 24. Let's meet the Balliol team.
Hi, I'm Chen He. I'm from Hong Kong and I'm studying economics and politics.
Hi, I'm Selene. I'm originally from Bath and I'm studying classics.
This is their captain.
Hello, I'm Michael from Blackheath in London and I'm studying philosophy and politics.
Hi, I'm Lily from Leamington Spa in Warwickshire and I'm reading for a DPhil in history.
Now, Clare College is one of the oldest in Cambridge, founded as University Hall in 1326 and renamed Clare Hall a few years later after an endowment for Edward I's granddaughter, Lady Elizabeth de Clare, one of the richest heiresses in England. Alumni include the cleric Hugh Latimer, the poet Siegfried Sassoon, the writer Peter Ackroyd, the opera singer Ellen Manahan Thomas, and the journalist and novelist Alison Pearson. Representing around 800 students with an average age of 23, let's meet the team from Clare College, Cambridge.
Hi, I'm Sam Ahmed. I'm from South West London and I study linguistics.
Hi, I'm Liam. I'm originally from Shropshire and I'm also studying linguistics.
And their captain?
Hi, I'm Ellie. I'm originally from Oxford and I'm studying for a PhD in cancer genomics.
Hi, my name is Henri van Soest. I'm from Hasselt in Belgium and I'm writing a PhD in land economy.
Well, the rules don't change on this show, as you know. You've seen it enough times to know. So 10 points at stake for this starter question. Fingers on the buzzers, please. What object is called the pale blue dot in a photograph that marked its 30...
Clare van Soest.
The Earth.
The Earth is correct, yes. Your bonuses are on quotations. In each case, give the single word that completes the following. All 3 answers begin with the same letter. Firstly, according to Sir Thomas Beecham, which British composer's first symphony is the musical equivalent of the towers of St Pancras Station?
British composer.
Elgar.
Elgar, Purcell, Britain, isn't it?
What do you
Well,
think?
symphony, so
Oh,
it needs to be a bit later.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Britain or Elgar?
What do you think? I don't know.
Elgar.
Elgar?
Elgar's correct. What did the US psychologist B.F. Skinner define as what survives when what has been learned has been forgotten?
I don't know. It's like instinct. Or...
I think it's
Experience?
Experience, maybe?
experience?
No, it's education. According to Jeff Bezos, what has some magical ability to turn off the politeness gene in the human being?
No, economics.
Yeah, economics.
Yeah, it could be ego.
Ego?
No, it's email. 10 points for this. What 5-letter word links an Oscar-winning film of 1973 starring Robert Redford and Paul Newman, the Wallsend-born singer-songwriter Gordon Sumner, and a fictional sword used by Bilbo and Frodo?
Balliol Crowther.
Sting.
Sting is correct, yes. These bonuses are on geography, Balliol. Which 3 states of the contiguous United States have a coastline on the Pacific Ocean?
California,
Washington. And
Oregon. Are we happy with that? Yep.
Yep.
California, Washington and Oregon.
Correct. Which river rises in Canada and for its last 300 miles forms the border between Oregon and Washington before entering the Pacific Ocean?
Mississippi, but
Vancouver.
Hudson.
The River Yukon.
Yeah,
the
they try
Yukon goes into
Yukon.
Alaska, right?
Yeah.
Should we guess
maybe.
The Yukon.
No, it's the Columbia River. To the east of Oregon, the Snake River and Hell's Canyon form more than half of its border with which other state?
To the east of what?
To the east of Oregon.
Is that Utah or
I mean, I thought it was further
Hell
south.
Valley.
Is it? Could be
Montana.
that sounds like Utah.
Colorado.
Try Utah.
Wait.
So we try Utah? Are you
What
sure?
do you think?
Okay, try. Yeah, try. I thought Utah.
Utah.
No, it's Idaho. 10 points for this. What country's flag bears 5 stars whose colour appears in the name of its second longest river, more than 5,000 kilometres?
Balliol hung.
China.
China is correct, yes. Right, your bonuses are on Mary Poppins. What is the title of the closing song in the 1964 film version of Mary Poppins? The phrase in question can be a proposal to try something out or to act in an exploratory manner.
Let's go have a look. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm deferring to you on this one. Let's go try.
Let's go have a something.
Let's go have a go. Have a go. Or something.
Let's go have a look.
No, it's Let's Go Fly a Kite. Emma Thompson plays P.L. Travers in which film of 2013? A dramatisation of Walt Disney's attempts to secure the film rights to Mary Poppins.
So saving Mr. Banks is a suggestion.
Yeah, that sounds right.
We happy with that? Saving Mr. Banks.
Correct. Who played the title character in the 2018 film Mary Poppins Returns?
Wait, is this the one with Emily Blunt?
Yeah.
Emily Blunt plays Mary Poppins in something.
Should we go for that one?
Yeah.
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt is correct. 10 points for this. At first incorrectly assuming its thumb bone to be a nasal protrusion, the geologist Gideon Mantell discovered which dinosaur in...
Clare von Soest.
The iguanodon.
The iguanodon is correct, yes. Your bonuses are on the sciences, Claire. In each case, give the term from the description. The answers all begin with 3 consonants, though although not necessarily the same 3. Firstly, a quantum number associated with subatomic particles. It's conserved in the strong and electromagnetic interactions, but not in weak ones.
Strangeness. Strangeness.
Correct. The white of the eye, together with the cornea, it comprises the outermost coat of the eyeball.
Sclera.
Correct. Finally, the second lightest halogen element.
Chlorine.
Chlorine is correct, yes. Well done. That gives you the lead, and we're going to take a picture round. For your picture starter, you're going to see a diagram representing the train route between 2 major French cities, according to the SNCF website. The diagram is not to scale, but the journey time is shown. For 10 points, name the 2 terminus cities, both of which are in the country's top 10 in terms of population.
Clare von Soest.
Montpellier and Nice.
No?
Balliol Schofield.
Toulouse and Paris.
No, it's Toulouse and Marseille. So the picture bonuses in a moment or two. Another starter question here coming up. 10 points for this. The subject of a painting by Piero della Francesca in the National Gallery. What event in the life of Jesus is recounted in the Gospels in
Clare
association...
von Soest.
The baptism.
The baptism is correct, yes. That train line you saw was the line from Toulouse to Marseille. Your bonuses are 3 more diagrams representing the train routes between 2 major European cities. Again, you need to name both, and again, the cities in question are within their country's top 10 most populous. Firstly, 2 Italian cities.
Is it Florence?
Yeah, so Venice is probably the easternmost, and then what would be before Rome?
Naples or Salento.
Naples. Venice, Naples, Venice.
Naples and Venice. Yeah. Naples and Venice.
No, it's Naples and Milan. Bad luck.
Sorry.
Secondly, 2 Spanish cities.
Yeah, Barcelona and
Then it's Manchester is in the Basque region, so that's going to be like something like Bilbao.
San Sebastian or
Bilbao. Yeah, probably Bilbao.
Barcelona and Bilbao.
Correct. Finally, 2 German cities.
Munich.
It could be
Hamburg.
Hamburg.
Hamburg, Munich.
Hamburg, Munich, maybe.
Munich and Hamburg.
Correct. It's Hamburg to Munich, yes. Right, 10 points for this. In Henry IV, Part 1, which mammal does Falstaff describe as neither fish nor flesh, By the 1970s, they'd almost disappeared from England, but in 2011, the Environmental Agency announced that the species had returned to every English county.
Balliol Crowther.
Otters.
Otters is correct, yes. These bonuses are on an artist, Balliol. Born in Barcelona in 1893, which artist did the poet André Breton describe as the most surrealist of us all? His works include The Farm and Dog Barking at the Moon.
André Breton. Salvador Dali.
It could be Dali. Yeah.
Any other surrealists? Any other surrealists?
Could be Dali. Yeah.
Dali. Salvador Dali.
No, it's Miro. What English title is given to Miro's work of 1925 containing images that may be a bird, a kite and a balloon, and which is described by him as depicting a sort of Genesis? It is on permanent display in New York's Museum of Modern Art.
No, I don't know.
Constellations.
No, it's The Birth of the World. And finally, which Spanish island is the location of a museum and art gallery dedicated to Miro? He lived and worked there from 1956 until his death in 1983.
So we could try Menorca, Majorca, Gran Canaria. Majorca.
Artistic, isn't it?
Okay.
Okay, try.
Majorca.
Mallorca is correct, yes. 10 points for this. In the early 20th century, who wrote Totem and Taboo and Civilization and its Discontent?
Balliol O'Connor.
Sigmund Freud.
Correct. Right, your bonuses are on an economist. Referring to words attributed to Lenin, who wrote in a work of 1919, "There is no subtler, no surer means of overturning the existing basis of society than to debauch the currency."
I think it might be
Schumpeter. Who?
What, you think it's Schumpeter?
Who did you think it was?
I thought it was Keynes.
Keynes.
But I guess...
That sounds about right.
Well,
Yep. John Maynard Keynes.
Correct. There are a lot of hard-faced men who look as if they had done very well out of the war. These words quoted by Keynes and referring to the composition of Parliament in 1919 are attributed to which future Prime Minister?
Churchill.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yep. Winston Churchill.
No, it's Stanley Baldwin. Of which statesman at the Paris Peace Conference did Keynes write, "He felt about France what Pericles felt of Athens, unique value in her, nothing else mattering"?
Clemenceau, right?
Yes.
Clemenceau.
What was the question?
Clemenceau is
The
at Paris
French
Peace
who
Conference.
felt that.
Oh, right, okay. Clemenceau.
Clemenceau is correct, yes. 10 points for this. In botany, what agent enables the pollination of a plant described as anemophilous?
Claire Ahmed.
Wind.
Wind is correct, yes. You're back on level pegging. These questions will give you the lead if you get them. They're on snow and ice erosion. From the Latin for carrying away, what term is used for the superficial erosion of a glacier or floating ice and snow by melting, evaporation and other means?
Ablation. I don't know.
Yeah, ablative.
Isn't it the process of
Ablation.
ablation?
Ablation is correct, yes. What word is used for the ablation process in which a mass of ice breaks away from a floating glacier or ice shelf to form an iceberg?
Calving.
Carving is correct. For the Greek for descending, what name is given to a wind formed when a pool of cold air blows down from a height? It is a cause of Antarctic snow erosion.
Descending.
I have absolutely no idea what the Greek for descending is.
Do you have any idea?
Yeah.
We don't know.
It's katabatic. Right, we're going to take a music round now. For your music starter, you'll hear a piece of classical music. 10 points if you can name its composer.
Balliol O'Connor.
Brahms.
No, you can hear a little more, Clare, if you wish.
Claire von Soest.
Shostakovich.
No, it's Tchaikovsky. It's his violin concerto in D major. So music bonuses in a moment or two. 10 points at stake for this starter question. In her Nobel lecture in December 1993, who said, "We die, that may be the meaning of life, but we do language, and that may be the measure of our lives"?
Balliol O'Connor.
Toni Morrison.
Toni Morrison is correct, yes. Now, you heard Tchaikovsky a moment ago. His early career saw him in conflict with Russia's mighty handful, the 5 composers who rejected the Western academic style that Tchaikovsky represented. Your bonuses are works by 3 of those critics, together with his opinion of them in return. 5 points for each you can name. Firstly, this composer, of whom Tchaikovsky said, "His technique is so poor that he cannot write a bar without assistance."
Rimsky-Korsakov.
Yeah, Rimsky-Korsakov.
Okay. Rimsky-Korsakov.
No, that's Borodin. His Polovtsian dances from Prince Igor. Secondly, this composer, whom Tchaikovsky dismissed as having lapsed into silence before he'd accomplished much.
Shall I go for that?
Was he Russian then?
He was definitely Russian.
Yeah, okay.
Musorgsky.
That's Balakirev, that. And finally, this composer, of whom Tchaikovsky said, he seems proud of his want of skill, writing just as it comes to him, believing blindly in the infallibility of his own genius.
It's probably Rimsky-Korsakov or Musorgsky. Stravinsky's definitely Rimsky. It's not, right? It's going to be Rimsky-Korsakov or Musorgsky.
No.
Should I go for Rimsky-Korsakov?
Did he write?
I'm going to go for Musorgsky.
It is Mussorgsky, yes. It's from pictures at an exhibition, of course. Right, 10 points for this. The red spots of the British day-flying burnet moth indicate to predators that it is poisonous. When attacked, it releases what chemical compound with the chemical formula HCN?
Clare McKnight.
Cyanide.
No.
Balliol O'Connor.
Hydrogen cyanide.
Hydrogen cyanide is correct, yes. Right, your bonuses are on the author Angela Carter. Set on Christmas Eve and the first hour of Christmas Day, which of Carter's short stories begins, "One beast and only one howls in the woods by night"?
The Bloody Chamber?
Is that a short story?
Yeah.
That's a short story.
Yeah.
Okay, is that a short story?
Sounds good.
Yes. The Bloody Chamber.
No, it's The Company of Wolves. On leaving the Globe Theatre in 2017, the director, Emma Rice, established a new theatre company named after which of Carter's novels, which tells the story of the twin chorus girls Dora and Nora Chance?
Is Knights at the Circus? Is that how you? Is that the title?
A night out, is it? I don't know what it is. Yeah, nights. Go for night.
Knights at the Circus.
No, it's Wise Children. In 2012, Carter's novel Nights at the Circus was voted the best of all the winners of which literary prize? Based at the University of Edinburgh, it's one of the UK's oldest literary awards.
The James Tate.
Yes, James Tate Black Memorial.
Yeah. James Tate Black Memorial Prize.
Correct. 10 points for this. What 2-word French term denotes a style of painting that depicts elegantly clad figures flirting and playing music in dreamlike parkland settings? Associated with Watteau, it translates as...
Balliol Crowther.
Sorry, Fête Champêtre.
No, you lose 5 points. It translates as courtship party.
Claire von Soest.
Fête amoureuse.
No, it's fête galante. 10 points for this. Patented in 1912, what everyday material is produced from caustic soda-treated wood pulp that is sequentially treated with acid, bleach and glycerine? It's a flexible, transparent plastic film used in food packaging and adhesive tape.
Balliol Schofield.
Cling film?
No, you lose 5 points. Anyone like to buzz from Claire?
Claire Dunstone.
Cellophane.
Cellophane is correct, yes. Your bonuses are on the ornithologist Peter Davis now. He died in 2019. Davis is perhaps best known for reversing the decline of which large bird of prey, distinguished by its long forked tail and mewing call? I need a 2-word name.
The Red Kite.
Correct. On Lundy Island in 1952, Davis made the first British record of a vagrant American robin, or Turdus migratorius. To what family of songbirds does this bird belong?
Thrush.
Correct. Davis made several more first records during his 6 years as warden on which island between Orkney and Shetland?
Fair Isle. Fair Isle.
Fair Isle.
Fair Isle is correct. It's pretty neck and neck. We're going to take another picture round now. For your picture starter, you're going to see a painting. For 10 points, name the artist.
Clare von Soest.
Titian.
No? Anyone want to buzz from Balliol?
Balliol Crowther.
Zurbaran.
No, it's Artemisia Gentileschi. So we're going to come to the picture bonuses in a moment or two, but in the meantime, someone's got to get a starter question right. In 2013, the Children's Laureate Julia Donaldson told the tale of a stolen ring in a published sequel about which pair of fictional characters?
Balliol Crowther.
The Owl and the Pussycat.
Correct. So you'll recall we saw Gentileschi's depiction of Susanna harassed by the elders. Your picture bonuses are 3 more examples of the popular theme of Woman in Bath by female artists. 5 points for each artist you can name. Firstly...
Surrealist. Went to Mexico.
Kahlo.
Frida
Kahlo.
It could be. Yeah.
Should we do that?
Yeah.
Frida Kahlo.
Correct. Secondly...
1930s. Elsa. Elsa something. No, I can't remember.
Elsa Kennett.
No, it's Tamara de Lempicka. And finally, this self-portrait.
That's Tracy Emin.
Tracy Emin.
It is Tracy Emin, yes, sometimes I feel beautiful. Right, 10 points for this. First published in 1844, the Treatise on the Law, Privileges, Proceedings and Usage of Parliament is commonly known by what two...
Clare von Soest.
Erskine May.
Erskine May is correct. Your bonuses this time are on geography. A vessel travelling due east from Easter Island would next make landfall on the coast of which country?
Chile.
Chile.
Chile is correct. Similarly, what is the first country that a vessel would meet travelling due east from Mauritius?
Probably Australia.
No, it's higher up.
Higher up, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Indonesia. Yeah.
Indonesia.
No, it's Australia. And finally, what is the first country a vessel would meet when travelling due east from Big Island, Hawaii?
US or Canada?
Come on, let's have it, please.
Mexico.
Mexico is correct. 10 points for this. What country is most associated with the work of the musician and composer Astor Piazzolla, a major...
Balliol Schofield.
Argentina.
Argentina is correct, yes. You get 3 questions on the 18th century architect Sir William Chambers, born in 1723. Chambers was a leading exponent of what architectural style, named after a 16th century Italian humanist?
Palladian.
Palladian.
Correct. Chambers is perhaps best known for what building on the Strand, now home to the Courtauld Institute Galleries?
Somerset House.
Correct. Chambers also designed which landmark in Kew Gardens, standing almost 50 metres high? It was completed in 1762 as a gift for Princess Augusta.
Does it have more of a name? The pagoda.
The Great Pagoda is correct. 10 points for this. In 1786, Jacques Balmat and Michel Paccard made the first recorded ascent of which mountain, later the subject of a poem by Shelley, subtitled Lines Written in the Vale of Chamouni?
Balliol Crowther.
Mont Blanc.
Mont Blanc is correct. These bonuses are on botanical terms. Identify each term from its definition. All answers end in the letter X. Firstly, a spike-like flower cluster containing numerous smaller flowers, such as the arum lily.
I don't know.
Carpel.
No, it's spadix.
Oh.
And secondly, the woody base of a stem, such as in palms and tree ferns.
Helix.
It's like an ilex. It's the word like
Ilex.
oak.
Ilex.
No, it's caudex. And lastly, the outer part of a flower head formed from the sepals, which together with the corolla make up the perianth.
Okay, that's calyx.
Nominate Crowther.
Calyx.
Calyx is correct. 10 points for this. Of the two types of nerve fibre in the human body, which type carries information away from the cell body as opposed to towards it?
Balliol O'Connor.
Dendrite.
Know anyone want to buzz from Clare?
Clare McKnight.
Axon.
Axon is correct, yes. Right, your bonuses are on D.H. Lawrence. Paul Morell is the male protagonist of which semi-autobiographical novel by D.H. Lawrence, first published in 1913?
D.H. Lawrence.
Come on.
It's Fathers and Sons.
Lawrence of Arabia.
Fathers and Sons.
No, it's Sons and Lovers. In his 1915 novel The Rainbow, what is the surname of the Midlands family that Lawrence follows over 3 generations from 1840 to 1905?
Smith.
That's Brangwen. Lady Chatterley's Lover was first published privately in Florence in 1928. In which year was it finally published in London in an unexpurgated form, after a landmark obscenity trial?
1965.
No, it's 1960. 10 points for this. Flowers of the genus Galanthus have what single-word common name, sometimes known as the flower of hope? It's a perennial that typically flowers from January to March.
Clare van Soest.
Chrysanthemum.
No? That's a very early flowering chrysanthemum, but thank you all very much for taking part. Claire, you led much of the way, and you know, they just caught you up and overtook you. That happens. It wasn't a bad game. We may see you again if you're one of the 4 highest-scoring losing teams. We don't know yet. We'll see. But thank you very much for joining us, and many congratulations to you, Balliol. We'll look forward to seeing you for sure in round 2. I hope you can join us next time for another first-round match. But until then, it's goodbye from Clare College, Cambridge.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from Balliol College, Oxford.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.